Hello. I just finished reading a chapter again, and this book, just so we're clear. I'm gonna go back to reading that in a minute, but I wanted to talk about the chapter I just read. It doesn't really have a title. I mean, it does somewhere, but the quotes at the beginning of the chapter, one of them was, "Have you ever thrown a punch before, dude?" Which is a quote from somebody he met on a bar crawl. The story of the chapter essentially goes, he has a wedding to go to the next day, and he has a stand-up comedian thing after that. So he goes on this like long bar crawl with these hockey players for some reason, and they're drinking a lot, and he doesn't want to be left out, so he drinks so much. And then they go to this arcade, and he just punches. There's this like punching machine. You see how hard you can punch stuff, and he's throwing really bad punches. And one of the hockey players is like, "Dude, have you ever thrown a punch before?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like drunk out of his mind, so he's not feeling any pain, and he's just punching and punching and punching and punching. And 3 hours later, he wakes up and he's broken his hand. And so he goes to the emergency room and gets a bunch of like painkillers and stuff. Then he goes out, starts drinking again. So he's just like he's not okay. He's just And so he makes some bad mistakes. So the next day he goes to his he's filming a comedy stand-up thing for a TV show, and he goes and he has his broken hand is in a cast, and he's just drunk out of his mind, and also very somehow also hungover. And he basically, the only joke that he was able to coherently tell was that the reason he was there and had a cast around his hand was that he got beat up by a video game in the nerdiest way possible, trying to impress some hockey players. So if you ever think you're having a bad day, just remember that.